So in this video, I'm going to be raising a $400 account using Bowman Crash, and I'm going to be using a special setup to do it. And another thing, I'm going to do a cash giveaway to any random subscriber in the comment section, and I'm going to raise their small accounts to at least 1,000. So start dropping your comments because I'll be picking a random comment. Anyway, let's get to the trading part without further delay. So here in Crash 300, I'm in the H4 and I've seen a special kind of a setup here, and I'm going to go full margin. And again, in all of my videos, I don't recommend any of you to go full margin. You will lose the money which you can afford to lose. Okay, so if you don't have enough money, I suggest that you don't trade at all, or you can just use a demo account. That will be right for back testing. Don't jump straight into your real accounts. So the first thing I always do in my video is draw trend lines, and I do that by joining all the wicks, not the body, like this. So when you have it like this, there's a breakout, right, going downwards. So another friend of mine asked, how do I identify a breakout and a fake out? A breakout is the one when after breaking out just like this, it has to go back with a pullback. So at the moment, it's still a breakout. We'll see at the end of the video if it goes back in the channel or not. But for me, for now, this pattern shows me, you see, this is the second TP. I've put the first TP, so this is the second TP. I always go for the second TP, but I don't recommend any of you to use it. I want you to use the first one, which is the small one, because that's the perfect one. This one is for me to just take more profits and for full margin, but I don't recommend it. As you can see, I'm using the H4. Why do I always use the H4 and the D1 in my videos? They are more accurate, and price really respects the trend line there. I wouldn't recommend any of you to use the 5 minutes or the 1 minute or the 15 minutes. I know most of you will be doing that, but I don't recommend any of that. You'll blow your account. Anyway, I'm going to show you here why I use the H4. So this is a very special setup, and I'm going to be trading spikes. You can see that I went against the crash. The crash buys and it spikes with sells. So I'm going to be trading the spikes. So if you want to do that, you have to make sure your account is something on it, so that when it's going for pullback, you know. So this is the 1 hour time frame. There was a successful breakout and a successful pullback, right? For those who wanted to know a successful breakout, this is a successful breakout because there is a breakout and a pullback. The pullback did not go back in the trend line, so which means it's a successful. But it's even more powerful if this had happened in the H4 or the D1. Then you know it's even more powerful. The H1 or the 30 minutes are not to be trusted that much, because you might go wrong one day. Don't trust the H1 in the 30 minutes that much. Use the H4. If this had happened in the H4, then you would be even more accurate. So this is my SL. I decided to just put it manually, that if my price go there, then I'll just exit. So I'm selling full margin here, of which I recommend you not to do. I don't use the TPs and the stop losses. I do it manually because I put a lot of positions, so it's kind of tiresome. So I just decided to put them manually. If price reaches the area of SL, I just close manually. So here from 400, 1000. Remember, these are spikes. I'm trading spikes. This is how you trade spikes. You don't use the 1 minute, okay? You use the higher time frames and you trade multiple of them, not one. You trade multiple spikes. So after some time again, well, now I'm in 2000 from 400. Remember, this is one setup and I just decided to go full margin. If it had gone the other way, I would have blown my account. If it had prolonged the coming of the spikes, I would have blown. But then I knew after the breakout and the retest, something was going to happen. So you can all see that the first TP has been reached, right? The first TP has been reached. So if I were you, I would close now. But if you are me, don't close. You wait for the second TP, because such a setup like this, it always goes to the second TP. The first TP is very perfect, okay? Such as this, then you close. What else would you need? Unless you are crazy like me, then you would go for the second TP. Are you crazy like me? I doubt that. But if you're in no stop loss gang, well, I'm sorry to say this, but you are crazy like me. We are all crazy if you're in no stop loss gang. Okay, so let's do this. I want to do a giveaway for a challenge. Do comment. I'll just pick a random comment and I'll talk to anyone who I've picked, and I'll raise your small account to at least 1000. How about that? So do comment, because I'm just going to pick a random comment for that. I'm just going to pick a random comment. So this is the second TP, right? It hasn't been reached yet, and it comes with a lot of pullbacks because it doesn't just necessarily go down. You'll be crazy to think that price will just go on your way the moment you put your orders. So I have to wait. I could close, but you know, I'm crazy and I'm in no stop loss gang. If you're in no stop loss gang, do give me a shout out. Let me see you in the comment section if you're no stop loss gang. I'm doing a shout out, so you can just put your shout out there. I'll just pick a random comment and I'll DM you so that you give me your account details, so that I'll raise it for you to at least 1000. So the first TP here has been reached. We can all see that. So if you see a pattern like this in the market, it's very accurate. Trust me, it always goes down, but you might blow your account if you put full margin. So I suggest when you see something like this, go on it a little bit easy. Don't try to go full margin, because you can just blow your account anyway. So I recommend you to go easy on the trade. So this is the D1. In the D1 there is a breakout, right? So when this candle finishes, it means the next one might be a pullback. So yeah, you need to take good notice of that you might blow your account on the pullback, such as that one. So do go in my WhatsApp channel and my Telegram channel. I'm going to remind you again, I'm doing a shout out, sort of a giveaway. Yes, so I'm going to be raising any of the one accounts I pick in the comment section. So you just comment, okay? You can just comment your favorite pair, or you can just write no stop loss gang. I'll just pick a random comment and I'll raise the account. So you can see in H4 it's going for pullback, right? Because there was a breakout, so it's going for pullback, and the pullback has happened and it's been successful. So will it now go down? Well, that is what we don't know, but basing on the setup, you can know that it will go down. Okay, so this is the profit which I made now. Now I'm in 1.5. You can see that the spikes have not come yet. It went up and up again and it keeps going down. It even went to break even. If you can see there, it went to break even. But then I'll draw another trend line. You can see that this is another bearish flag. it's a bullish flag, sorry. So which means when it's done doing its thing, it has to go down. So when it goes down, it has to break out, right? And it's about to break out at the moment right now. The only thing you need to know here, you can now use your TP level to see where your TP can actually go. That's the next thing you'll do. And if you notice, my trend lines are only touching the wicks, not the body. So make sure the wicks are the one which are being touched. This is how you range your TP when you're trading a trend line. This is how you do it. So in my next video, I'm going to be showing you more examples of the BB strategy so that you can use it successfully when you're trading. Okay, so I don't recommend you to just go direct in your real accounts. Test it in your demos, okay? And if everything works well for you, you can even adjust it to your liking so that it works well for you. But as for me, I always tell you, use the higher time frames. They are much better. Use the higher time frames. So now we are going down 1.4, but don't worry, we are going to go deep. This is the second TP. I always like the second TP because it comes with much money, but that's a price I will have to pay if it doesn't go my way. So here I'm going to close, right? I'm going to close here, then I'm going to enter again so that I can maximize the full profit. So from 400 I closed in 2000, so I'm going to enter full margin again so that when it goes down there, I'll be even much more profit because I couldn't enter more position with the $400 account because I hadn't closed the profit yet. So here now we can really go for it. Here we can really go for it, right? So do comment if you are no stop loss gang. Do comment. I'm just going to pick any account and I'll raise it to at least 1000. Okay, do comment. I'll just slide in your DMs so that we can talk more. So this setup, we went in Boom 1000 to show you another alike of a setup. So this is the same setup as we are trading Crash 300. You can see that, right? This is just the same setup. So this was the first TP, right? This was the first TP right there where it touches the rally base rally to the left, and then this is the second TP. This is the second TP. You can see the moment it touched the second TP, that's when it started going for pullback. You can see that, right? That's when it started going for pullback. So right there, this is the second TP. So that's the TP which I'm trading, and for sure it's going to go down there. For sure it's going to go down there. But the problem is that with the price, you can't really tell it to go straight down. It will go the way it likes, but at the end it will just go down there. Okay, so now I'm in a floating loss of minus 164, and I'm waiting for another huge spike and a lot of spikes so that it goes to the second TP. Okay, second TP there, it's very accurate, and you can see that also in Boom 1000. This is the H4, not the H1. So the H4 and the D1 and the W1, which is the weak one, they are powerful to use to your entries. They can really work to your advantage, so do take note of that. Okay, it's about to break out here in the H4, this trend line, and it will break going downwards. So we are still in the trade. While we are waiting, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to my channel. And if you want the free signals and the setups, you can just go in my Telegram channel or my WhatsApp channel The links are in the description. Just tap one and get in. So let's close all this. Let's remove so that you can really see. So there was a breakout there, right? And then there's a pullback. So it indicates the price must go down. So back in crash 300, yeah, you can see the point where it has reached the second TP, right? The second TP has been reached there. The second TP has been reached, but then I blew my account. Oh fuck. So my account was blown. Well, that's a bit annoying.
I don't have any money and I feel sicker.
That's a bit annoying. Prices managed to go for the TP, but here I managed to blow the account. So this is what happens. I managed to enter the trade on the 6th candle there, which is the blue one. So the thing is that it went back up right there to the trend line. So the moment it went back to the trend line, that's where the account blew right there. So that is where I entered. Let me zoom in. I entered there, entered full margin sell there. Okay, and then it went up. So when it went up there, that's when I blew. So that's about 2,000 worth of price there. That is when I blew the account and it took everything. So the thing is that, and it even went back again for the second time before it started to go down. So if I hadn't full margin there, I would have had the profit if I hadn't full margin. Like I said, don't always full margin, okay? Sometimes it's not necessary. So here, the first TP was reached. You cannot see that. Then the second TP was also reached. But the problem was the margin, was the account lot size which I had put. So a slightly pullback is taken out the account because it went back up. It did not go back down as I had expected. So which means the account has managed to blow. But the setup, you can all see that's the same as in Boom 1000. When it touches the second TP, that is when it started to retest. That's when it started going up. So that's a perfect kind of a setup. You need to know when you trade that you need to avoid those.